So just quickly, this is actually completely unrelated to the video, but I've just taken up knitting and I thought, you know what, how to make a bit of extra money, do a bit of knitting, sell some hats, sell some scarves, you know the business. But I've realised it's a lot harder than I thought. It takes a lot of time. I've been knitting a hat for 6 weeks and all I've made is this. This is the hat I've made. So I've decided that instead of making hats for your head, I'm going to make little hats for your downstairs area, for your penis, little penis hats. So I know I have a big forehead. I've got a pretty good, decent sized forehead here. And you know what they say about boys with big foreheads? They're probably insecure about it. I don't have a tape measure, but I do have this bar of soap. Which obviously, because when you're in the shower and you want to measure something up, you're just like, grab the soap. And this one handily has, it goes up to 8 inches, so obviously I've got about 2 of these for measuring in the shower. But that's about, I don't know, I can't really see it, it's blurred. 4 inches, I have a 4-inch forehead. It's not the biggest forehead, but it's how you use your forehead, and that is exactly what we're going to talk about today. There are a lot of people who are self-conscious about their foreheads, but not me. Do you know why? There are a million things you can do with a big forehead. I'm just going to cover like 4 or 5 ways to use this. Not your brain, but your forehead. Now imagine you're on a bus, you're going somewhere, you've got a long journey, maybe not a bus, maybe a train, and you're like, oh, I'm so bored, what do I do? Well, this is where your forehead comes in handy, and you can play noughts and crosses. So as you can, that actually really hurts. Is this even coming out? Now this is the common situation. You're at home, you need to go shopping, and you're like, well, I can't remember what I need to get. You know, I'll go to the supermarket, go in for one thing, and I come out with something else. But this is a handy way of making sure you can remember what it is that you're going to buy. And you just write cabbage. Fuck's sake, that really hurts. Why isn't this coming out? I found a Sharpie. So as you can see, we can play noughts and crosses again. X, Y, X, 0 and a 1. And obviously if you're going to the shops again, you can write cabbage. Right, let's see how well I can do this. Backwards, or is that right way? But I can't spell beans. Your pen, your forehead, you don't need anything else in life. And you're probably thinking, Ash, well that's all well and good, right, but what other practical things can you do with your big forehead? Well, guess what you can do? Crack nuts. If you're like, oh, I love a good nut. I love a good nut, but I've got no nutcracker. I've got no nutcracker. How am I going to crack this nut? Well, guess what? All you need to do is grab the nut, put it in your hand, and just use that forehead of yours. Use the forehead God gave you. As you can hear from the sound, the nut cracked. Pick a little bit like that and just... See, big foreheads are good for your health as well, because nuts are good for you. So don't let having a big forehead hold you back in life, because the possibilities are endless. You just have to use it correctly. 2-inch, 4-inch, 6-inch, 11-inch. Use your forehead to your advantage and be the life of the party. And if anybody ever tries to tease you, ever tries to make fun of you for having a big forehead, all you got to say is, F you, you f***ing little person. I don't care about your f***ing opinion, you knobhead. And I f***ed your mum and she sent me a Christmas card and I threw the shitty Christmas card in the bin. F*** you. And that is a really kind of subtle way of just telling that person that you don't appreciate their rudeness, and your forehead doesn't define you.